Harun al-Rashid was strolling on the roof of his palace with his wife, Zubaydah, on a moonlit night. Looking at the moonlight, Harun said,
"How much beauty Allah Almighty has bestowed upon the moon. The glow of its shining face illuminates the entire world. Among Allah Almighty's creations, the moon is the most beautiful and graceful."
Zubaydah replied,
O Harun, undoubtedly the moon has an abundance of beauty, but man is far more beautiful and graceful than it. Allah Almighty created the moon for the sake of man, and not man for the sake of the moon. How can the moon be compared to man?
Hearing this, al-Rashid became enraged and said,
"You consider yourself more beautiful than the moon."
Zubaydah said,
Harun, the human being is far more beautiful and graceful than the moon.
Harun, in his anger, said,
"If you do not prove this, I will divorce you."
Saying this, Harun went to his room. Zubaydah began to wonder where she could present this proof from the Quran and Hadith. When the day broke, Harun summoned the scholars and said,
Last night, I told my wife Zubaydah that if she couldn't prove her point with evidence, I would divorce her. Tell me, O scholars, is man more beautiful or the moon?
The scholars pondered. If they said the moon was millions of times more beautiful than man, Zubaydah would be divorced, which Harun himself would find unbearable.
Furthermore, according to our religion,
It is forbidden to return to a woman.
except by lawful means.
And if we said that man was more beautiful than the moon, we would require proof and evidence, which seemed impossible to find.
Considering this, the scholars told Harun
We will search the Quran and Hadith until this evening and give a thoughtful decision.
as to whether man is more beautiful or the moon. All day long, the clerics exerted their scholarly efforts, but they could not find what they were looking for. Finally, after the Maghrib prayer in the evening, they announced the decision that the moon was more beautiful than man. Just when the time for Maghrib prayer arrived, Bahlul, whom the world called a madman, arrived. Seeing the crowd of scholars, he inquired.
What is the matter?
The scholars explained,
Harun al-Rashid is divorcing his wife Zubaydah because she claims that man is more beautiful than the moon. And Harun says if proof from the Quran and Hadith is not found, he will divorce Zubaydah.
Bahlul asked,
What is the decision of the religious jurists?
We have concluded that the moon is far more beautiful than man, so Zubaydah will be divorced.
Bahlul said,
I will lead the Maghrib prayer today.
The scholars agreed.
Fine, no problem. You lead the prayer today.
So, Bahlul began the Maghrib prayer.
Allahu Akbar.
After Surah Al-Fatiha, he began reciting Surah At-Tin.
الله الرحمن الرحيم والتين والزيتون وتور سنين وهذا البلد الآمين لقد خلقنا القمر في أحسن تقويم.
Then, someone from behind spoke up to
Please
correct
recite
the
correct verse. لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم.
Bahlul recited
لقد
again.
خلقنا القمر في أحسن تقويم.
Again, someone from behind spoke up to correct
Please
the verse.
recite correct verse. لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم.
After making them acknowledge the correct verse 3 times, Bahlul turned around and said,
Then what is the dispute
Then-
about? When Allah Almighty takes 4 oaths and calls man ahsani taqweem, why are you people saying the moon is more beautiful?
the best of stature. Now, the scholars had found the proof from the Quran that Allah Almighty created man as superior, most perfect, beautiful, and graceful among all creations. Upon this, someone asked,
Who is this man who guided us?
Someone else said,
He is a devoted follower of Imam Ali alayhi salam.